Very good morning to everybody. In CIVICS, in the previous class, what we have discussed is regarding what is the Constitution of India and what is the Constitution first. Who is the chairman of the drafting committee? Next is who is the chairman of the Constituent Assembly? Before the chairman of the Constituent Assembly, who was the temporary president of this Constituent Assembly? And in this Constitution, Indian Constitution, how many articles, parts and schedules has been written? And how many amendments are there in our Indian Constitution? How many amendments has been held in our Indian Constitution from the year 1950 to 2020 till now? That is for the 70 years, how many amendments has been took. Then another thing is, who is the chairman of the drafting committee? That also we have discussed. Then another thing is regarding who are the representatives of the Parsi community and Anglo-Indian community in this Constituent Assembly. So these are all the things which we have discussed in the last class. So today what we are going to discuss is why we need the Constitution. That is, why in the first lesson only, today continuation is why we need the Constitution. For what purpose the Constitution is needed? Constitution means mainly to govern the country, and it is the supreme law and guardian of our Constitution. So first, sovereign. Sovereign means what? India is an independent country. We don't need to require external powers. Other countries' powers, we don't need. So for that purpose only, the Constitution has been established. Sovereign means no external power can control the external affairs or anything else. So that is what about sovereign. Democratic. What do you mean by about democratic? Democratic means democracy. Democracy means government of the people, by the people, for the people. In what way we are saying it as of the people, by the people, for the people means, because every 5 years once the election has been held. Whoever may be, whether he is a president of India or Republic President of India, Vice President of India, Prime Minister of India, Chief Minister of different states, MLA of different states, MP of different constituencies, ward member, Panchayat President, councillors, union councillor or district councillor or ward councillor or whoever may be, for everyone, for every post, 5 years once the election will be held. So that only we are saying it as of the people, by the people, for the people. Because the people only will be getting elected. And who will be elect those representatives? People only will be electing the representatives. So by the people. So this Constitution has been formed for whom? For the people. So that is what the explanation which has been described for this democracy. Next is Republic. What do you mean by about the Republic? Republic means the head of the country who has been elected by the people, or who has been the head of the state. Whoever may be, head, whatever may be, the Republic should be held for each and every one. Then basic features of the Constitution. Basic features of the Constitution is, first is socialist state. Socialist state means distribution of country's wealth among all sections of the people. That is, socialist means everyone need to be very much social by behaving themselves in the public or in the anywhere else, in the organization perspective or everywhere. There should be equal opportunity to bridge the gap between rich and poor. There should not be any discrimination of between rich and poor. Rich people means only these things. Poor people means only these things. Like this type of things should not be there. Then one more thing, the people who are in fair and who are beautiful and who are being a black in color, like this type of things should not be done in our Indian constitution. These type of discrimination should not be held. Every person, whether he is a black or fair or white in color or beautiful, whoever may be, everyone needs to be comes under socialism. And next is secular state. Secular state means India is a secular state country. Why we are saying it as secular country? Because in India there is no prescribed religion. Only this type of religion community peoples alone need to be stay in India, in each and every state. Like this, it's not there. All religious peoples, all caste peoples, either he is a Hindu or Christian or Muslim or Sikkim or Buddhism or some other caste peoples, whoever may be, everyone can live in our India. So that only we have prescribed India is a secular state. It does not discriminate any ground or religion. With some of the nicknames, it should not be, no one should call with this particular caste name or anything else. Because everyone should be treated as equal and we should not hate any peoples with some of the ugly nicknames or anything else. Then it guarantees the freedom of individual profession, practice and propagation of his or her own religion. Whatever their own religion, they can able to pray independently and they can pray with the freedom. They can cast their religion with their own way, but there is no prescription that only this type of religion only you need to pray. Like that type of thing, it is not there in our India. Next is objectives of the Constitution. Objectives of the Constitution is all citizens. First one is justice. All citizens are equal in eyes of the law. That is, justice shall not be denied in the equality, caste, creed, sex or religion or anything else. This is what about justice. Justice should be equal. Whether if any persons are doing a mistake, the proper judgment should be given in the justice perspective. And liberty, every Indian citizen shall enjoy fundamental rights. However, they can have their expression to speak to anywhere else. They can able to form the associations. That is what about liberty. Equality means all citizens are equal before law. Whether he is a rich person or poor person or coming from a middle class family, everyone will be treated as equal. Fraternity. Fraternity means whoever they should have some dignity of their individual and they need to work hard for the unity and integrity of the nation. That is what about fraternity. And next is preamble. Preamble means mainly it is the introduction of the Constitution and starting point of the Constitution. Why we are saying it as starting point of the Constitution is because it has some ideologies of this Constitution. That is what about this Indian Constitution. So next class we can see about the question and answers, choose the correct answer and other parts. That's all. The chapter is over.